Hey, it's James Raby. We have to say something here, but I don't want to say much. Thanks for listening to the Y105 FM Early Morning Show Radio On Demand podcast. Love you. But they're making pizza, so you know their heart is good and true. Hi, it's James Raby. It's Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. A lot of business owners might be a little bit gruff, but they're working hard, right? Well, and you know sometimes a pizza place, they're busy and things are going fast, but it doesn't mean they're not full of love. And the perfect example of that for our smile of the day here on Y105 FM's Early Morning Show is a Cliffside Park, New Jersey pizzeria owner. He saved the life of an 84-year-old customer. His name is Steve, and he says the customer comes in every single day, orders either eggplant and parm, peppers and onions, spaghetti and meatballs, or lasagna every single day, like clockwork. That's his thing. He's 84. Well, he didn't come in for lunch one day. And so Steve went to his apartment and knocked on his door. He heard his voice. Thought, okay, everything's fine. Good. That's good. I'll take off. Well, Steve called the police the next day when he didn't show up again. And the police went to his apartment, got into it, and found that he had fallen in the kitchen. And it's not really funny, but he couldn't get up. So the man was taken to the hospital to be treated. He says he's glad to help. As Steve says, he's glad to help a customer. Is like a family member. And that is the cool thing about people. Growing relationships, right? You get to know folks, even if it's just a little bit. You get to know them. You're listening to Y105 FM's Early Morning Show.
It's the Y105 FM.
Hello? Oh, there. According to the gossip sheets, Ed Sheeran has a person in his crew, his entourage, that they're in charge of making sure there's ketchup there. Now, you never know who it's going to be. Apparently, it switches around, but he loves Heinz ketchup. And so he always wants some handy. And the people in his entourage take turns. Okay, who's on ketchup duty today? Hi, it's James Raby. It's the Y105 FM Early Morning Show, and it's time for Am I the Jerkhead Crapface? Welcome to a What Would You Say Wednesday. Sorry, I have a little sniffle going on. Ugh. If I sniffle during the thing, I apologize. Am I the Jerkhead Crapface for kicking my wife out of the car on the way to my friend's wedding after I discovered she was wearing a white dress underneath her blue dress? I'm a 33-year-old male. I have a close friend named Tom, who's 34. He got married to his wife, Lauren, who's 32, just a few days ago. My wife, Hannah, is 30, has never gotten along with Lauren. There's no reason in particular that I can tell, but Hannah claims that Lauren is, quote, full of herself and, quote, has fake beauty, close quote. I tried to get to the bottom of why they don't get along, but to no avail. Sometimes I think it can go deeper. And so those sound like kind of fakey excuses to be unhappy with someone, maybe hoping to placate you. I don't know. When Hannah and I attended the engagement party, she and Lauren ended up getting into an argument because Hannah called Lauren controlling when Lauren jokingly said she picked Tom's suit for the occasion. If it really was a joke, that's cool, but it would annoy me if I like picking my own clothes. But anyway, we had to leave early, but Tom was incredibly understanding of the situation. We were invited to the wedding, and Hannah casually showed me a white dress that she said she was going to wear. I snapped and told her that dress is off limits. But she threw a fit saying, I get zero say in what she should wear. I told her if I saw her wearing this dress, then I won't take her with me to the wedding. Period. She sulked, but then showed me a blue dress that she decided to wear to the wedding instead. The wedding day comes, and I waited for her in the car while she was getting ready. She wore her blue dress, like she said, and had a jacket covering her upper body. As I was driving, I brought up the white dress issue, saying I don't agree with it, seeing as it's not acceptable to wear white if you're not the bride. But she smiled and said, she will prove to me that it was perfectly all right to do that. Oh, the challenge, the gauntlet, the face slap with the gloves. And then this guy says something I think is kind of funny. I don't know if it's a typo or if he really means it, but he says, I was buzzled. Now, maybe he means puzzled, or maybe he means she was so beautiful in her dress, he was besotted with love, but also puzzled, so he's buzzled. I looked at her and caught a glimpse of white strap on her shoulder. I asked her, are you wearing the white dress underneath the blue dress? No. I stopped the car and told her, take off the jacket. She refused, but I insisted. She took it off, and parts of the white dress were showing underneath the blue dress. Apparently, she was planning on taking off the blue dress when she got there, but I lost it on her and told her, get out of the car. Get out of the car. She started arguing, but I didn't let her finish. I just told her that it was pathetic and repeatedly told her to get the blinkety blink blank dippity dip dap out. She got out crying, and I ended up going to the wedding alone, and she was waiting for me at home. When I got home, she started arguing again, calling me a jerkhead crap face for kicking her out of the car, for making her miss the wedding, and for trying to control what she wears. Now, I'm going to say, I am totally with her on the you don't get to control what I wear part. I 100% agree with that. I also, I also agree that kicking her out of the car, you didn't need to do that. You know, you could just go back home and miss the wedding. I am not saying you should have, but I don't really like the kicking out of the car thing. I have no idea where you were. Was she someplace she could easily get home? She's wearing a dress, man. Dressed out for a fancy event. There's often not a lot of stuff in the pockets and purses. And, of course, not many pockets to begin with. But the part where she says making her miss the wedding, you didn't make her miss the wedding. She did by wearing the white dress, technically. But I feel weird him shouting at her and stuff. It just doesn't seem right. But it got to be too much. I had to go upstairs and stay there. It's been days, and she's been giving me silent treatment, saying I cared more about Lauren's feelings than hers to treat her the way I did. Well, yeah, but you didn't care about her feelings, so why would you care, right? Well, I think they were both showing a lack of maturity, right? I don't disagree that it's wrong to wear white to a wedding. In fact, Alicia commented on the Y105 FM Facebook page, not the jerkhead crap face. Info request, what other awful stuff has your wife done? Melissa said you spared her the whole bridesmaid trips while carrying large glass of red wine incident. Oh, that's awful and hilarious. Let's see what else to do. Wendy Kaufman says, I think he did the right thing. She is the jerkhead crap face. And Christine Marie said, how is this even a question? It's very apparent the wife wanted to ruin the bride's day by wearing a white dress. Everyone in the civilized nation knows you don't wear white to a wedding. From what has been shared, it sounds like the wife might be somewhat jealous of the bride, being she can't say why she doesn't like her other than she has a fake beauty. That tells me she's jealous. Yeah, I would love to find out why she didn't want to. I keep getting messages. Sorry, I thought I muted my phone. Oh, it's my sweetie pie. Hi, Diana. Why is she so upset? Why does she not get along with this gal? It's a question we got to continue talking about. Coming up in about 15 minutes here on Y105 FM's
season and Channel 1's.
First, if you are planning on going to Rochester on Tap, you can get tickets way less expensive right now. They're going up very soon. So go to Y105 FM's app, hit Seize the Deal, and buy your tickets at a big discount. Right now, ticket prices are going up for the fantastic beer event. This is Y105 FM's early morning show. Am I the jerkhead crap face for kicking my wife out of the car on the way to my friend's wedding after I discovered she was wearing a white dress underneath the blue dress? My sister Kate, you can tell we're related because of what I said just before we took the break about 15 minutes ago. I have to wonder, however, why he felt it was his place to manage her choice. I'd have just let her wear the white dress and let other attendees let her know how inappropriate it was. See, you can tell we're family. That is my sister Kate, and I agree 100%. You know, it is absolutely rude to try and do all that stuff, but that's on her. You're not responsible for that. Anyway, Amy Jean says, and she used a little crystal ball and what I thought was a weird-lipped Pac-Man, but it's actually a fortune cookie saying divorce is in the future. And I'm thinking about that. In the information we have, his wife can't stand his best friend's now wife. Is there some jealousy there? Because, no, not because she's good looking or something, but because she kind of has feelings for Tom, her husband's best friend. Maybe there's some unresolved feelings there. Anyway, I hope they don't head to divorce. That'd be awful. Dina says, to put it bluntly, your wife is an immature, whiny, spoiled, rotten little beep. That is very blunt. You absolutely did the right thing kicking her out of the car. Now all that's left for you to do is kick that jerkhead crap face out of the house. Wow. Yeah, well, that's how it goes with this stuff, you know. Well, you sound awful. Divorce. You're getting divorced. I don't want to get divorced. I don't want a trial separation. Get ready to pay more for water and electric in Rochester next in the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute.
It's the Y105
The Rochester Public Utilities Board gave official notice of proposed increases for both water and electric service rates next year. Increases would be 2.5% for electricity and 5% for water. Get the details on the Y105 FM app. Good morning. I am James Raby with the Y105 FM Early Morning Show News Minute. More local news you'll find on the WAP this morning. Oh, my goodness. Or on the Y105 FM app. Both places, I suppose. Rochester police are investigating a catalytic converter theft at Christ United Methodist Church. The van is used to transport local nursing home residents to services. Nice job, jerks. There's a frost warning through 8 a.m. for southeast Minnesota, northeast Iowa, and southwest Wisconsin. The Canada-Ojai County Sheriff's Office says a drug and gang task force seized over 600 counterfeit painkillers they say are laced with fentanyl. And the rabies shot. Today, an Ohio doughhead was recently eating while driving. She lost control of her car, crashed into the front of a home. Now, we don't need a law saying you can't eat while you're driving because I think distracted driving laws cover it. But what was she eating that caused her to destroy her car and a good part of a house? Subway sandwich. Notoriously difficult to eat, especially if you got all the fillings falling out all over the place. However, I think the only thing harder to eat in the car, and you can tell me I'm wrong if you'd like, Arby's French dip. Right? Dipping and eating? Just don't. Towards zero deaths, towards zero French dips. Y105 FM weather for today. Frost till about 8, then sunny. A high should be 59. Clear and 38 tonight. Then tomorrow, sunny and 64. Again for today, frost till 8-ish, then sunny. A high 59. How cold did it get last night? Looks like the official temperature at the Rochester International Airport for Rochester was 35. Forecast was 31, but according to the Rochester International Airport, we didn't hit that, just went to 35. So, you can still have a chance to win a furnace real quick. It is what? 36. Woo! I love it. At 7:42. With Ian in our minds, do you know anyone that McGuivered their way through a natural disaster? Yeah, I watched a little bit of McGuiver clips on YouTube last night, so I want to know who McGuivered their way through a natural disaster. Tell me now by either chatting with me on the Y105 FM app or straight up leaving a message. McGuiver something during a natural disaster? Obviously, we're thinking about Ian, so I got a fantastic message here from Christina on the Y105 FM app.
Oh, my goodness. When I was working with Ringling Brothers and our train cars, we were in St. Louis, Missouri, and we had a tornado going through. We decided that, we were going to try to ride it out in the train cars, and the only thing that the train crew could think of was getting ratchet straps out. So we piled as many people as we could that couldn't make it to the arena before the storm seriously hit. We took ratchet straps and about 14-inch spikes and dug them into the train yard so that way 1 to 2 train cars wouldn't fully, rock back and forth because they have that little weird bungee strut system on it. And we took refuge in those cars. Well, we watched not even probably 30 miles away. We literally looked out the train yard and watched this huge tornado go right past us. The sky was amazingly green and purple.
Yeah, storms can do weird things. Natural disasters do weird things if you're watching from a distance, man. The sky is wild. Hi, it's James Raby on Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. When I lived in Idaho, lived right near the Snake River Canyon, and there was a restaurant called Elevation 46 I'd go to during storms when it was fire season. Because there were wildfires to the west of me all the time. And during thunderstorms, the sky turned this weird greenish purple from all the smoke. Yeah. It is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. Angela, you got a story about the what?
When we were in a tornado when I was very young, we lived in a trailer park. We had to really, really quickly throw together a shelter because all the trailers weren't going to be a very good shelter. But somebody had an old car trailer, like a horse trailer. So they tied it to the ground with the tent stakes and staked this thing and put RVs next to it. So this thing was like a makeshift tornado shelter in the middle of our trailer park. We kid you not, put 60 people in there. It was insane. I was 5.
Wild, just wild. Thanks for hanging out with me this morning. I really appreciate it, Angela. This is Y105 FM's Early Morning Show. If you are going to be buying tickets for Rochester on Tap, don't wait till the last minute. Do not, because ticket prices are going up again soon. And right now on the Y105 FM app, if you tap, seize the deal, you can get them at a big discount, just saying, for the fantastic beer event happening on October 15th. Get your tickets now. Seize the deal. Y105 FM.
It's the Y105 FM.
Understood. I am not in any way, I hope, knocking Bruce Willis. Dude appears to be a real solid guy, was very helpful to a lot of the community when I lived out in Idaho where he had property, and seems like a great dude. But this seems, I don't know. I don't know if I could actually go and watch one of these movies. Hi, it's James Raby. It's Y105 FM's early morning show. Remember, every single weekday morning around 7:50, we kick off the 8 a.m. All Music Hour. Yep. And then we give you a chance to win cash just after 8 and 9 and 10, all the way through just after 5 o'clock. So Contact Music says Bruce Willis has sold his personal rights to a technology firm called Deep Cake. Instead of deep fake, deep cake, they plan to use holograms and artificial intelligence technology to make movies starring Bruce Willis. Would you go to those movies? I guess I can't say no until I've seen it, right? But it would have to be really Bruce Willis, because I like him. I like him in movies. I really do. Hurricane Ian update. Storm drains are overflowing in Miami. The flooding is causing geysers. You know where you see it in movies and stuff where the manhole covers shoot into the air? Yeah, they're doing that. And the Waffle House bad weather code is going around. Do you know about this? According to a former FEMA administrator, Waffle House Index gives a green light when a full menu is being served. Yellow means a limited menu due to loss of power, and red means the restaurant's it's closed. If you get there and the Waffle House is closed, that's really bad. That's where we definitely have to go to work. Wow, that's funny. It is Y105 FM's early morning show. I'm sorry for the sniffles today. I don't know what the heck is going on. Got to go get me some Efren.
Are you already exhausted from
A personal attack I received on my voicemail. Hi, it's James Raby. It's Y105 FM's early morning show. I think one of the greatest things ever invented was the transcription for voicemails, because this call came out of California. Eligibility for reproduction is about to expire. Press 1 to continue. You know what? That's none of your business. Seriously, I'm not that old. Eligibility for reproduction. You shut your mouth. You get my reproduction out of your mouth. And then let's talk about an Ohio doughhead who was eaten while driving. She was eating a delicious Subway sandwich, I'm assuming packed with extras, because she couldn't focus on driving, which, was a dangerous thing. She crashed into a house, full on, ruined the porch, got inside the house some, totaled her car. And all I can say is, thank goodness it wasn't an Arby's French dip. Because had it been a French dip, the deliciousness of La French dip, that car would have gone straight through to the back of the house. Totally distracted, because you got the cup of juice, meat juice, and then you got a dip, and you got to put in your mouth. That's 2 hands being used, so you're driving with your knee at best. At best. So there you go. To you. You're listening to Y105 FM's early morning show. Let me mention quick, if you have not yet purchased your tickets for Rochester on Tap coming up on the 15th of October, this huge beer extravaganza we put on. It is so much fun, and thanks to Jack's Bottle Shop for helping make it happen. Buy your tickets now before prices go up. That's right. They're going to go up here pretty soon. So get your tickets now on the Y105 FM app. Just hit seize the deal. Guess when? The first free. Hey, it's James Raby. Thank you so much for listening to the Y105 FM early morning show, radio on demand podcast. I hope you'll subscribe and tune in Monday through Friday between 6 and 10 for more fun than you can shake a stick at.